Thank you for joining us just as we prepare to start the Cred.15 evening session. Some familiar faces. Great to see Trish back in from Malta. Andre, welcome back. Fireflies, thank you for joining us again. Rav, thank you for joining. Thanks for the connection request on LinkedIn as well. And welcome. So just as we prepare, just invite you, just take a moment to make sure you're feeling comfortable and relaxed in your space as we get ready for our Cred.15, our evening session. And it's 5:15, so which means we'll start the Cred.15 at 5:15. Welcome everybody. For those of you joining us for the first time, we'd like to extend a really warm welcome to you. For those coming back, welcome back. My name is Ronan McDonald, and I'm the founder of Cred. Professionally, I'm a certified coach within Euro Leadership Institute. I'm joined tonight by my co-host, Cred.Global, who I will introduce in a moment. So Cred.15, and the way we describe it as, it's like F45, but for your brain. We want to support you to slow down for 15 minutes twice a day. We want to support you to come to a space where you can feel supported, it's a positive environment, you can feel connected, and we motivate you to do something that looks after your physical well-being each day. So before we get going, just a little bit of housekeeping. For those of you joining us on Zoom, we would invite you to reflect and answer some questions and enter in the chat box. For those of you joining on Facebook Live, we invite you just to reflect on some of the questions, say them out loud if you're on your own, or feel free to note them down on a sheet of paper. We will hang around at the end to answer any questions, and so if you do have a question, please feel free to hang around, put up your hand. There's a button to facility to put up your hand, and we can let you off mute. So we have a framework that we use at Cred, part of our Cred.15. So it's direct, move, and connect. So direct talks of where are we directing our attention in our brain, move to encourage that physical movement, and connect, encouraging you to incorporate social connection into every day. We'll hear more about that in a few minutes. It's my pleasure to hand over now to Cred.Global, my coach, mentor, and friend. Thank you, Kendra.
Thanks, Ronan. Welcome to new folks and welcome back, some familiar faces. I'm very pleased to see. How we start our evening 15 is with a short mindfulness exercise to help us all arrive, focus, and become present. Today, I would like to read an intention that I've written for you and for this space. So just listen to the words and focus on arriving and bringing yourself fully into this moment with us now. So friends, our wish for you is that you're navigating this powerful moment from a place of deep strength and lightness, and that we can all discover the gifts of new awareness that are being woven through our everyday experiences. Within the spectacular unknown of every moment, energy is shifting, and we're feeling into a new rhythm and a sense of possibility for greater connection. May we rest in this space of being whilst we have the opportunity to, and strengthen our vision, plant seeds for new growth, and create a reality that serves us, serves others, and our greatest resource, Mother Earth. Thanks for letting me share that with you. I don't often write intentions or prayers, we can call it what we like, but it sums up how I feel about this space and why I'm here and committed to be here 15 minutes every morning and 15 minutes every evening. The next exercise I'd like to guide you through is what we call a labeling activity. And it's tuning in to how are you feeling today, noticing the sensations in your body, accepting them and identifying them, labeling them in whatever way feels appropriate for you. So we can use a combination. We could use colours to sum up how we're feeling. We could use language, words to sum up how we're feeling. We could use a picture, a metaphor. So I'm going to give you free choice tonight to express yourself however you deem appropriate, but to tune in and notice right here, right now, how are you feeling? And double click into it. Let's just take 30 seconds of silence to pause and do that now. What's present for you? What are you noticing? What are you feeling? And I invite those of you that can to type into the chat box and share with us how you are feeling, as a colour, a picture or metaphor, or a word. Free choice. So thank you. We've got, again, a mixed bag, some anticipation, some tense, relaxed, ready, relaxed, a little guilty, but also calm. There's a simmering anxiety that's being overridden by a determination. Oh, Trish, I love what a wordsmith you are. I want to read a recipe that you've written or eat something that you've that you've cooked. Samuel, tense and relieved, nervous, overwhelmed. Thank you. Just notice it's like a roller coaster from one moment to the next. Emotions are just data. Allow them to give you their gifts and then pass and move on. So speaking of gifts, I'm going to turn you back over to Ronan to run today's main content.
Thank you very much, Kendra. And just reflecting again on the 3 pillars or the 3 focus areas of Cred. For those of you who have been on our webinars before, we go back to these pillars every session. So I'm going to take a deep dive into the direct focus area for a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to hand back to Kendra, who's going to bring us through Move and Connect. So one of the things that I've seen in the last couple of days, and I want to acknowledge and shout out to a couple of people who have been sharing what they're seeing up, is this concept of control. What we can control and what we can't control, and where we direct our energy and attention. So we can have to be a bit playful for this. So the things that we cannot control, the amount of toilet paper at the store, if others follow the rules of social distancing, the actions of others, predicting what will happen, when it will happen, other people's motives, how others react, and how long this is going to last. These are all things that we actually can't control. And we often try to control them. So what is within our control? My attitude, turning off the news, finding fun things to do at home, which we've been exploring on these webinars, limiting my social media, my kindness and grace, my own social distancing, how I follow recommendations. So shout out to the counselingteacher.com who put this together, and we really want to credit them. Shout out to Connor Keeling and Mick Hayes, who shared some things with me in the last couple of days, just to support me in terms of how I could support this community as well. So I want to invite you just to take about 45 seconds to think about, is there anything that you can give up control of? And now I'd like to invite you, if you'd like, to type your answers into the chat box. So I shared my personal example yesterday of giving up control over the physical layout of the toys and the gear around the house that I love stacked away. I'm sure the people who are close to me would say I still haven't given up control of that, but I think it's just becoming aware of this. We're in the habits game. We're all playing the long game. Change doesn't happen overnight. So we want to support you to start creating that awareness. Things that happened in the past, yes, Rav, yes. The actions of others, can't control how others respond. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. And hopefully that's a first step in being more aware so that you can remember to remember. Giving up on going out. I think we all have to do that. Wondering how long it will last. Are you talking about the webinar or everything else that's going on, RJ? We guarantee we'll have you out of here on time. Thank you very much for that comment. But exactly, it's something we are trying to guess when is this all going to be over, and it's all outside of our control. I've given up control of what others are doing and their emotional banking creations, as in not over engagement. Yeah, completely get it. Thank you for sharing that, Trish. Kendra, I'm going to pass back to you for the rest of our session.
Yeah, thanks, Ronan. And it's a nice little reminder of Stephen Covey's circle of influence, circle of concern. So when we focus more on the things that we can influence, then our circle of concern shrinks, and that's what we're after. Now, it's not just directing our attention that we need to focus on. We also need to remember to move day to day. And we set you the challenge this morning of squeezing at least 15 minutes of movement into your week. So how did you go? I want a percentage rating. To what extent or what percentage did you deliver upon the 15 minutes of movement in your day to day? Pop in a percentage into the chat box. Yay, go Nadia, 100%, go you. I'm going to sit on the fence with 50 because I didn't do as much as I wanted, but I did some. Andre's got 70. Never mind, Samuel, there's always tomorrow. Don't you dare beat yourself up. Ronan's a fence sitter as well. Trish, can't move after the yoga yesterday. Fair enough, your muscles are still fatigued. Well done, folks. I reckon we can take the collective average here, and I'm not a mathematician, but I reckon it's at least 80%. So let's close the books on movement and then go to connection. My invitation was that I want you to reach out to someone that you might know who's on their own, that is in total isolation. Now, perhaps you don't know someone in that situation. And again, I'd like to get a percentage of you. How many people followed through on that commitment to make contact with a key person in their life? Solo or otherwise. Yay, Samuel, you can say yes to that one. Andre, 100% yes from Raz, 100% from Ronan. Oh, look, I'm preaching to the converted. We wouldn't be here and forming community if relatedness wasn't important to us. Nadia, 99, I'll take that. Well done, folks. And the key here is to build the habit of being able to do this for 30 days. So it's not just one day and we can forget about it. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going and extend this for 30 days. So my wrap up for today is to thank you all for being here, and I hope you liked the gift of the intention that I wrote for you. I'm going to pop it in the chat box so that you can all have it, and just hand over to Ronan to close the call.
Thank you very much, Kendra, and hats off to everybody for a great day. And so if you are finishing your day, hope you get a chance to relax and spend time with those people dearest to you. And if you are about to start your day, wishing you a wonderful day ahead. We'll be back here again at 8:15 tomorrow morning, Sydney time, and we look forward to having you join us again tomorrow. If you do want to hang around, I can stay on the call for a couple of minutes. Kendra has to leave, but I can be available to answer any questions you might have. So please just hang around for a moment or two, and we'll allow people to leave the webinar, and then we can take some questions. Thank you very much.